The Nun II is a new film in the Conjuring universe directed by Michael Chaves, starring Taissa Farmiga, Jonas Bloquet, Storm Reed, Anna Popplewell, Bonnie Irons, and Caitlin Rosedale, and is the sequel to the first movie, The Nun, which I think came out, I think it was 2019, 2020. I never saw that movie, wasn't really interested in seeing this. And I wasn't really interested in seeing this movie either. The only reason I went to a theatre to see it is because I wanted to try out the new screen format that's at Robina Town Centre called Screen X, and it's the first Screen X theatre in all of Australia. And it's a theatre that, instead of just having a screen at the far end of the theatre, you also have a screen on the left and right side walls of the theatre that go up along the stairs. That and the screen comes on at certain points in the movie to kind of give you like a peripheral vision effect to the movie. So you're not just focusing on the movie screen, you also got your peripheral screens on each side of the theatre coming into play. And I wanted to see how that would work with jump scares. And so I went and saw The Nun II with a friend, and I was pretty impressed by what the theatre could do, because there are some pretty well constructed jump scares in this movie, that's for sure. And I did like how these two peripheral screens were able to kind of enhance the horror and put it into your peripheral, because funnily enough in real life a lot of your scares actually come from your peripheral vision, because you can sense it there and you can sense the motion, because there's a lot more rods than cones in your retina than in the centre of your retina, which is all cones and your macula. So it's going to pick up things that move, but you're not entirely sure what those things are until you actually focus on it in the centre of your eye. And I did really like how this theatre did that in this horror film, because there were a couple of pretty decently constructed jump scares in this movie, but unfortunately the movie itself wasn't really that great, and I'll explain why. So for one, this movie is a very unnecessary sequel. I've seen several other YouTube videos saying the same thing, that the original The Nun movie was a spin-off to The Conjuring, and it wasn't really that great of a spin-off. And nobody really understood why this needed a sequel. I haven't seen the first Nun movie, I've only seen this one. And even though the movie was, it did hold my attention, it wasn't really that great either. There were good jump scares, but the characters were pretty bland and very unoriginal, and it's all the same stuff you've seen before with Lucifer and demons in hell. And they don't really do it in a very original way. It's very cookie cutter and very disposable. And overall, the location of this movie is kind of set in one place, which is in this school. And there's a few other small locations set around the school, but it's mostly in the school, and it's kind of the same places you see over and over again. And there was the teacher in this movie was the actor who played Susan in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and Prince Caspian. And it's funny, it was funny to see her back, because I'm actually reading the Narnia book at the moment right now, the entire package of it. And I haven't seen her since those movies, and she hasn't looked like she's aged that much, which is funny, because that movie came almost 20 years ago now. So it's funny. But anyway, this movie didn't really work for me, apart from a few jump scares that I was actually laughing at more than actually being scared by them. I might spoilers. I'll spoil one jump scare, but there was a jump scare with an altar boy that was swinging this incense thing left and right, and he used it as a nunchuck to whack the main character. And it was just so funny to watch, because it's it went from horror movie to ninja Jackie Chan action in a split second, and I laughed at how funny it was and how silly it was. It was like whoocha, and I couldn't really take the movie seriously. I was laughing more at it than being frightened by it. But overall, I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. I was thinking somewhere between a 5 and a 6, but I was going to give this a 6. It is decent enough, and it is entertaining. It's not boring like Asteroid City. And but I probably won't be seeing this movie again anytime soon. But anyway, that's my opinion on The Nun 2. Hope you enjoyed what I had to say. Thanks for supporting the channel, as always, and thank you. Take care. See ya.